now watching The Wash daily. Looks like Joe Biden may have won the presidential election for 2020. So the question is, what is cannabis going to be looking like under a Biden presidency? Donald Trump felt like the decision for cannabis should be left up to the states. So far, it seems like Biden is not very pro-cannabis at all. In fact, whenever he talks about cannabis, he also mentions treatment and acts as if people need to get off of cannabis and doesn't give it any legitimacy as medicine or for medicinal use. Kamala Harris said she is for the decriminalization of cannabis, and she's also for expungement of previous cannabis convictions. It doesn't seem as if the administration is pro-cannabis at all. The good news is that much of the Democratic legislators are in full support of cannabis. Earl Blumenauer is probably one of the most. Cory Booker is very pro-cannabis and thinks that cannabis should be legalized. There's a number of folks in the Democratic Party who are really looking for cannabis legalization and for decriminalization as well as record expungement. Hopefully things will keep moving in a positive direction. Also in news, Senate Majority Leader Michael McCaffrey, he's saying, Rhode Island really needs to legalize cannabis. And Gina Raimondo, she doesn't like cannabis. Rhode Island has medicinal cannabis, and they've had medicinal cannabis for a long time, but they don't have legal cannabis either. Now, the Connecticut governor is saying we better legalize cannabis in Connecticut because we don't want to be contaminated by New Jersey. And if that happens, then Rhode Island surely will be pressured to legalize cannabis because Massachusetts has legal cannabis, and if Connecticut does too, it doesn't make any sense for Rhode Island not to. They must be losing money for no reason. Now, Gina Raimondo, that's kind of how she rolls, so how the weed cookie crumbles. Also in news, New Jersey lawmakers live up to their promise and file a marijuana sales bill just days after the legalization of cannabis in New Jersey. A big part of the legalization of cannabis in New Jersey is going to have to do with social equity. So if they can do a good job of incorporating what they're trying to do with cannabis, they can have a really effective program. California was able to put a lot of their funding into local towns from the money they brought in from taxation. Phil Murphy's been in the news a lot this year, but not really for anything besides his demands for legalized cannabis and his point of view that they're going to need cannabis in New Jersey if they want to meet their budgetary goals. Thanks for watching The Wash Daily.